What a way to end potentially his career. What a way to end a career, Edge. Possibly end your career. Is he retiring or not? But this is his last match ever. Hey guys, AWA representing Lane of Smackdown, my wrestling and sports channel. We're gonna do a Smackdown review here. The show just ended, and we're gonna do a Smackdown review, and we're gonna review tonight's show, Edge's last match. So looks like it, based on what's leading up to this match, during the show. And you know what? We're not gonna go in order. We're not gonna go in order from match to match. We're gonna talk about Edge first. Edge. We're gonna talk about Edge leading. That's the first thing we're gonna talk about. So yeah, I just saw Edge in his last match, it seems like, defeated Sheamus with the second spear. In a very brutal match. Lasted about 15 minutes. Sheamus, the punches to the chest. You know, his classic signature punches to the chest. Edge coming out to the crowd, his hometown Toronto. His attire is his favorite sports team in Toronto Maple Leafs. My favorite sports team. I'm from Toronto. My favorite hockey team. My favorite sports team is actually the Blue Jays. I'm a baseball fan, but whatever. But Edge is representing the Leafs with his attire. And in his crowd, you know, in the crowd, there's his family. As you see here, Beth Phoenix and his $2. Beth Phoenix has $2. You don't see his second daughter, but he has $2. Here's him on the turnbuckle, posing in the crowd. And here's him shaking hands with Sheamus. At the end of the night, they shook hands to end the show in a good match. But the thing was, this match was good. Ed looked good. I don't know if he's retiring for sure. If he is, he's retiring on his own terms. Right? Unfortunately, his first retirement was unfortunate. But this time he gets to retire on his own terms. But leading up to this, you get all this. WWE wants all this stuff about Edge's career, his 25-year career, from his beginning, Brood, his backstage stuff with the Brood, his time as a tag team partner, and involving the way that our superstar, cashing in to become the first Money in the Bank winner, and cashing in that over Cena, and you get all these special messages from the wrestlers like John Cena, Sami Zayn, Charlotte Flair, etc. And to congratulate Edge and thank him on his 25 years career in the business. It's all a special moment for Edge, all really a special moment for Adam Copeland to say that. Let's just be more specific. Edge is his wrestling, that's what we know him by, but this is more just an Edge moment. This is an Adam Copeland moment. And on another bright side, the premiere for the show, Percy Jackson on Disney Plus, premiered today. The trailer, which is going to be starring in as Ares. So good, right? So perfect day for Edge. Perfect day for Edge, Adam Copeland. And this is a good match. This is a good, solid match between the two. Now, is this a retirement match? Is this his last match? Or are we going to see him back at WWE? The way he made led up to it sounds like his last match. Now, there's going to be some people, and you know the term, never say never. There's going to be some people saying, oh, you know what? He might go to AEW. You know what? I will never say no to that, because never say never. So keep your. I'm going to be a little open to that. But I don't think, to me, he sounds like a WWE guy. But the rest of the universe has surprises. You never know. But I don't know. We'll see. I think if he wanted to come back to wrestling, he would go back to WWE, and WWE in Edge will get a deal done. But yeah, Edge was a great main event with Sheamus. Can you believe Sheamus came in WWE when Edge was still wrestling, and they never had a one-on-one match. I know they've been in the ring together, but never a one-on-one match. Wow. I know for most of those years, Edge was out of commission because of the neck. He was retired. So obviously the chances of facing Sheamus one-on-one was impossible at the time. Then became possible when Edge came out of retirement in 2020 and making that return to the Royal Rumble. They got an epic pop. And today, obviously tonight, he got an epic pop. His hometown Toronto. He wanted to end his career on a high note, if his retirement on his terms in his hometown Toronto. Obviously. Oh right. Let's get to the other stuff. So we kicked off the show with Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller. I'm gonna dig in Grayson Waller. He could talk on the mic. I could tell WWE was very high on him. That's why they had him do segments with Edge and Cena in the match with Edge. So that means WWE is high on him. So he calls out the new United States champion, Rey Mysterio, along with Santos Escobar, the two members of the Latino Roller LWO, and he's trying to stir the pot between Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. And it's probably going to happen down the line. One of them is going to betray each other. Obviously, it's going to be more like Santos Escobar. They're never going to turn Rey heel. Also, Austin Theory comes down, and he is pissed off, angry. And he said, no, it should have not been Rey. It should have been Santos Escobar. And he demands Adam Pearce to come down here and give him back the United States title. Adam Pearce comes down. He said, no, we're not going to do it. And all of a sudden, LA Knight's music hits. And oh my God, the pop for LA Knight. Yeah. This continues for LA Knight. And he basically he's making it known that he wants the U.S. title too, the United States Championship. And he basically, more talking trash to Austin Theory. He asked Adam Pearce that him and Austin Theory should have a number one contenders match for the United States. And so we go to commercial and we get that. We get that match. Very solid opening match between Austin Theory and LA Knight. As the match is started, we get The Miz. Sorry, I'm drinking. The Miz. Yeah, The Miz shows up on SmackDown. Because, Miz and LA Knight are in the middle of something. So The Miz comes down, joins commentary. And, Michael Cole basically calls him out, yeah, you're jealous. And The Miz like, what do I have to be jealous about? I'm a movie star. I sell DVDs. I do this. I was a multi-champion. I was a United States champion, Intercontinental champion. I made an event at WrestleMania. What do I have to be jealous about? And as we're wrestling, there was this one moment where, out of the ring, LA Knight throws Austin Theory into The Miz. Outside again. And distractions. Austin Theory gets the win over LA Knight with pulling up the trunks with a distraction from The Miz, and Austin Theory is the number one contender for the United States title. I guess it makes sense here. I know people have been pushing for LA Knight to be in that running for the title, but I guess here it makes sense that she's feuding with The Miz, and right now Rey Mysterio is the champion, and I don't know if I want face versus face. It most likely would be that Santos Escobar might take the title off Mysterio, and maybe have LA Knight versus Santos Escobar down the line. Okay. So that was the first match. I mean, I did the main event, I did the story. Okay. Also, it's just they're also WWE season is the end of the Bloodline. We'll get to that later. So one of the next matches was Damage Control versus Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair, right? Io Sky and Bayley. Obviously, Dakota Kai was there, but she can't wrestle. She's still really hurt, so she's not clear. But I don't know why. I don't know if she's long way off. I don't know why they have her on the road with her or at shows. I really think they should just have her sit home or relax. I know maybe it's because she's homesick, not homesick, but I don't know. It's really weird because her injury is really, really bad. And her recovery time is going to take a long time. It's not a quick recovery. It's really, really weird with that kind of injury that they have someone on the road. But whatever. And, Charlotte Flair and Asuka were having a match last week, for who becomes the number one contender for Io Sky's championship. But that got thrown out because Damage Control caused a DQ between both of them. So no number one contender. Okay. This match was actually a pretty good tag team match. I didn't think it was that bad. Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair got the win here. Bianca Belair got the win with the KOD, got the pin Bayley. And then there was a backstage segment where Damage Control attack Bianca Belair. And Bianca Belair, her the kayfabe injury she suffered at SummerSlam, where she's still selling it. She's still selling that injury, right? 2 weeks later, two and a half weeks later, and they took her out, and they managed to hit her I guess, knee or leg, wherever the injury was, with a steel chair and, making the injury worse. And she was yelling and pain, and obviously she's all right, right? So she may be out a while. Wow. Yeah, a while. But yeah, okay, we got that. Okay. Other matches, we got Street Profits versus oh yeah, yeah. Street Profits versus the club, or whatever you want to call them. And this is a new Street Profits, right? Street Profits that, team up with Bobby Lashley to form a trio. Now they're turning heel. It looks like they're turning heel, right? It looks like the Street Profits for the first time in their career are going to turn heel. And this was actually a very solid match for the time was given. They did not win with the Profits. The way they won was a sit down powerbomb neckbreaker on Carlos Anderson for the win in the middle, and Ford covers up the pin. And you see them at the end pose with Bobby Lashley. This trio. I don't know what they're. I think they're going heel here. I'm not sure. Um, and then nobody from the bloodline is at SmackDown except Paul Heyman. Yes, Paul Heyman. And Kayla's interviewing him. We know the relationship between the two. Heyman can't stand her. Kayla asked about the rumors about the bloodline breaking up, and Heyman's like, how being sarcastically, what about rumors about you? How about your daddy and cousin? Why are you stuff like that? It's always about the bloodline. But what about you? What about you or your family? Basically, she's being sarcastic. And so during the interview, Heyman gets a call on his phone, and a person on the other end tells Heyman something interesting. Now, we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. Okay? Who it was. But we don't know what it is. And Jamie Uso, but the thing is, Jamie Uso will be live on SmackDown. And Braxton asks if he'd like to share a source. Heyman says he'd love to, but even he would not dare. Heyman walks off. Okay? There's a segment where the Brawling Brutes and Sheamus, Rich Hall and Butch, okay? And now, I believe there's a match scheduled for next week. No, Jimmy Uso. No, that's not a match. Jimmy Uso will be here on SmackDown next week. And now that's the main event. That leads up to the main event. I really did like this show. The crowds in the Toronto's always one of the hottest wrestling crowds. It doesn't matter if it's WWE or not. It's just always one of the wrestling crowds. This is what's Edge's moment. If he doesn't retire and does come back, you know what? I have no problem with it. I think he still go, but be on a part-time basis. And I think he wants to do more filming, right? He wants to be more be an actor, right? That's okay with me. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Now share, subscribe, all that, and there's my Twitter down below. And thank you guys. Take care.